Back in downtown Mankato for the last time tonight. Again, these two teams will tangle one more time tomorrow night. But in tonight's contest, we went all the way deep into overtime, a 3-on-3 session. And then it was that goal about halfway through the second extra session by Charlie O'Connor. And both teams get a point because of the tie, the official NCAA tie. But the extra point tonight with that goal by O'Connor goes to Bemidji State.
So the Mavericks lose another point in the standings. If they get a regulation win tomorrow, they'll end up picking up 1 point on the weekend, so they won't lost a lot of ground. But if they should happen to lose the game tomorrow night in regulation, these Beavers will have really stretched it out. But I think the Mavericks showed they can play with this team. Just happened to have the one breakdown in the overtime that cost them. It
would have been interesting if the Mavericks, they had that power play halfway through the third. If they got to a 2-goal lead,
yes,
might have been a much different game, but about halfway through the third, as we start to move into the highlights at this portion, it's going to be Bemidji State to get that tying goal. It took it into overtime. But the Mavericks, as you heard from Coach Hastings, they get the quick start tonight, Dan. Charlie Gerard gets his first collegiate goal just 2 minutes into the contest. As you can see, breaking in on the play, stepping right there. They went to review on the play. We'll take one more look at it. Steppen bounced it between a couple defenders. Gerard followed in on the play, and at 2:31, Gerard, his first collegiate goal, got that tally, and the Mavericks were up 1-0. They took that all the way into the third, and then you're going to see a goal billet. This goes top shelf, glove side. There was a lot of traffic in front of Pulaski on the play, and Billet's goal, again, with 8:25 gone, that's when the goal was scored. Shodal and Beauvais getting the assist on the play, and that tied things up at 1, and we took that all the way through the 60 minutes of regulation, the 5-on-5 session of overtime, but then in the second overtime, Mavericks get a little crossed up there defensively, and it goes over to O'Connor on the far side. He snaps one past off the post, past Pulaski. You'll see it come here on this angle one more time. It just goes far side on the glove, and that is the goal that gives O'Connor and his team the extra point tonight. Not necessarily the win officially after the 5-on-5 overtime. Officially goes into the books as a 1-1 draw. Shots on goal tonight, both teams with 26. Both teams do not convert on the power play opportunities. Face-offs, Bemidji State 31-25, and a pretty even contest all the way out. But our play of the game, again, that's sponsored by the J. Beal Top Floor Real Estate Play of the Game. J. Beal Real Estate, they do the little things that make a big difference. And that, again, for the Mavericks tonight, was a play all the way back 2.5 minutes into the first. Gerard going all the way in on net hard and gets rewarded for that effort. And that's our play of the game, and for Gerard, that's his first collegiate point, and that was the lone tally tonight for the Mavericks on 26 shots on goal. Bitzer coming in with some great numbers. His save percentage over 94% on the season. His goals against a little over 1, so that actually will drop tonight. His goals against have come at a 1.4.
He didn't hurt himself at all. Got a little choked up there, but Bowling Green, a 5-1 win over Northern Michigan tonight. In overtime, Alaska and Alabama. Huntsville tied at 3. And State loses big to Tech tonight. As you see, they're 6-1. St. Cloud leading Colorado College 3-0 in the second. North Dakota Denver tied at 1 in the third. Western Michigan beat UMD 4-3 tonight. Also, Michigan shuts out Boston University. Harvard over Princeton tonight 5-2. UMass Lowell loses to Maine. Penn State over Alaska Anchorage 6-3. Quinnipiac over Dartmouth tonight. And Union and St. Lawrence tied at 2 in overtime.
And again, our final score officially from the NCAA standpoint, 1-1 draw. Goal by O'Connor halfway through the second overtime. Gives Bemidji State 2 points on the night. The Mavericks are just 1, but an important game tomorrow night. Mavericks, in order to try to keep pace with Bemidji State, obviously, early November, there's still a lot of hockey to be played, but you need to pick up hopefully all 3 points tomorrow night, get 4 on the weekend, yes, and then you're still kind of keeping pace with that team right in front of you in the top spot in the standings.
But I think you saw tonight that this is a really good team. This Beaver team, they're not a pretender at all. This is a team that I think has legs that can do this all season long. Mavericks also showed that they're a very good team tonight. They played Jason Pulaski in the net. He was very good. They had good scoring opportunities, just unable to come up with that extra goal when they're up 1-0. Like you say, the power play, you make it 2-0, this game's over. Just couldn't get it done tonight, and hopefully they'll be able to do it tomorrow.
We hope you join us for the return matchup tomorrow night here in downtown Mankato. Again, 7 o'clock, the pregame show. 7:07, the face-off between the Mavericks and the Beavers from the Verizon Wireless Center here in Mankato. I'll be here, Don Westfall, along with Dan McCarger. So will the students from Bethany Lutheran College. We hope you join us as well for our show tomorrow night. Again, Maverick Hockey Weekend continues. Mavericks and the Beavers from downtown Mankato tomorrow night. But one more time, our final tally tonight. It's a 2-1. The Beavers get the extra point in overtime, and the Mavericks get 1 point with the overtime NCAA contest, as it's called. So we'll see you tomorrow night again. There's our final score, and we look forward to the return matchup from downtown Mankato.